NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shedding the tackle. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They try the left side here with Williams. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up
timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 3. On the carry, it's Jackson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. On the screen, this is Evans. But Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, Brady. And complete to Lewis over the middle. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9. On play action, now Brady. Throw left side, complete. That's Jackson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyree Jackson, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyree Jackson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford, he'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Now Jackson on first down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final shot before half for Brady. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas where the Raiders are on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second and 8. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Williams running left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick here is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. So the fullback, the beef, normally the lead blocker, shows that he can run it a long ways as well.
And he does have an ability to run away from people, but you and I both know he'd rather run through people when he carries the ball.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyree Jackson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priesthold's for the 3rd most in a single year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
2nd down and 4. They'll run with Jackson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
They run with Mostert off the option. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. To no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They run it again with Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll fake it. Now Stafford rolling to his right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On first down, it's Williams. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score.